Have you ever felt that ache of loneliness, even when surrounded by people? Have you ever questioned whether you're truly on the right path, wondering if you have achieved what you call success all by yourself? Let's face it, many of us walk through life thinking we've crafted our own destiny. We speak proudly of our hard work, our ability to stand tall, and our resilience in navigating challenges. We tell ourselves that we've moved on by sheer determination. But what if I told you that sometimes that journey is not solely ours? What if there are people sent into our lives by Allah at just the right moment? Individuals who change the entire trajectory of our existence without us even realizing it. This will open your eyes to a remarkable truth that can transform your perspective. So stay with me and journey into the signs that someone, perhaps quietly and modestly, could be one of those blessings in your life. Let's reach out to a deeper understanding of the profound impacts hidden within everyday interactions. And let's explore 5 genuine signs that affirm someone may have been placed in your life by the will of Allah. These are not just ordinary people, they are the unseen forces of change meant to guide you toward your personal growth. It's a beautiful possibility, and who knows, perhaps this very video has come into your life for a reason, as you may be exactly what someone else needs at this moment. The first sign is when they speak the truth, even if it hurts. Let's dive into the first sign. Have you ever had someone approach you with honest, unfiltered feedback, especially when you didn't want to hear it? In a world that often prioritizes flattery and comfort, most of us crave approval over raw truth. We seek those who nod their heads in agreement rather than challenge our way of thinking. Yet, amidst the sea of insincere relationships, there is that rare gem who dares to disrupt the status quo by speaking truthfully. Perhaps they confronted you about a poor decision, offering their thoughts with respect but also with conviction. Your initial reaction might have been defensiveness. You may have thought to yourself, who are they to tell me what to do? You could have distanced yourself for a time, feeling hurt or even angry about their honesty. But as the dust settled, you realized that those feelings of discomfort were far outweighed by a growing appreciation for their intent. In a world where so many let you walk blindly into disaster just to keep things comfortable, recognize how blessed you are to have a person who truly cares. These moments can be transformative, even if they initially feel like a sting. Allah states that humanity is in a state of loss, except for those who believe, perform righteous deeds, and advise one another to truth and patience. Take a moment to reflect. Maybe this person who cared enough to speak up wasn't trying to control you. Instead, they may have been placed in your life for a divine purpose to protect you and help guide you towards doing what is right. The second sign is that you never asked for their help, yet they still showed up. Have you ever found yourself in a place of utter overwhelm, struggling silently without the energy to even reach out for help? In life, we sometimes hit all-time lows where it feels like our emotional reserves are completely depleted. Then, unexpectedly, someone steps into that void. It might have been a simple message at just the right time, or maybe they showed up with a small gesture that eased your burden, something you were battling with all on your own. Perhaps they sat beside you and listened, allowing you to vent without needing to utter a single word. When you think back, you might ask yourself, how did they know? The truth is, they may not have known, but Allah did. It's crucial to recognize that these moments are not mere coincidences. They are manifestations of Allah's grace. The sheer act of support can remind you that you are not forgotten, even when those closest to you seem to have gone silent. This person stepped in, not seeking praise or validation. They were answering a call that was greater than both of you. Remember the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who told us that whoever alleviates a believer's hardship in this world will have their hardships relieved on the day of judgment. Reflect on that person who stepped in just at the right moment. Do you fully comprehend the impact they made on your life? The third sign is you didn't seek them out, yet their presence brought you peace. In a world overflowing with relentless pursuit, swiping, texting, and scrolling, we often chase connections that fill our lives with excitement or that spark undeniable chemistry. Yet paradoxically, some of the most significant connections come into our lives when we least expect them. Think about it. Have you encountered someone who just appeared in your life, naturally, perhaps through friends or unexpected circumstances? Instead of the usual frenzy that follows new connections, their presence enveloped you in a serene calmness that you didn't even know you were missing. You didn't have sleepless nights over them, nor were your thoughts consumed by uncertainty. Around them, you felt more like yourself, more grounded, more in touch with Allah. Such individuals are often a reflection of tranquility. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described believers as those who bring ease instead of stress. Allah, in His wisdom, reminds us that among His signs is that He creates soulmates for us to find tranquility with. So if someone unexpectedly enters your life and nudges you closer to your prayers and your servitude, don't overlook that significance. Maybe they weren't meant to be the grand ending to your story. Maybe they were just the gentle nudge you needed to remember who you truly are meant to be. A kind of divine reminder to become the best version of yourself. The fourth sign is their presence made you reflect on your own shortcomings without a word. Now let's explore the fourth sign. Sometimes individuals arrive in our lives who do not preach, critique, or constantly point out our flaws. Yet simply by being themselves, they inspire us to reflect on our own shortcomings. It's a rare and beautiful phenomenon. These are the people whose very character shines a light on the parts of ourselves we have long avoided. Being near them ignites a desire within us to become better. This inspiration isn't rooted in judgment, but rather in sincerity, a pure, genuine presence that encourages us through their actions more than their words. They are the ones who live with a commitment to their values, and their humility becomes a mirror for those watching. You begin to question your own choices, not out of guilt, but inspired by their integrity. Even if they never lecture you, you find yourself wanting to change, to grow, and to enhance your own relationship with Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was described in the Quran as embodying great moral character. His actions speak volumes before he even utters a word. The inclination to reflect upon our behaviors while observing their goodness is a subtle miracle. So, if you've encountered someone who naturally inspires you to elevate your character simply by sharing their existence, consider them not just a companion, but a priceless blessing. Perhaps Allah has placed them in your life as a beacon of potential, reminding you of what you are capable of achieving. The fifth sign is consider that you might be the one Allah sent. As we look outward for the signs of those who uplift us, let's not overlook an equally profound possibility that you, my friend, might be the one Allah has placed into someone else's life. This thought can be both humbling and empowering. What if, instead of seeking recognition or appreciation, you are quietly making a significant difference in someone's life? It doesn't require you to be perfect or to have all the answers. Maybe during someone's darkest hour, your simple act of kindness, a compliment, or a heartfelt conversation has offered the support they needed in a moment of despair. Perhaps your patience has inspired them to forgive, and your own strength can remind them that they can endure their trials and tribulations. It is crucial to acknowledge the reality that people don't always communicate their gratitude. They may carry your lessons with them quietly, healing inside while moving forward with their lives. Yet the impact you make can ripple through their hearts, creating positive change in ways you might never fully comprehend. Remember the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the people most beloved to Allah are those who are most beneficial to others. Realize that if you find yourself seeking companionship, you may just be walking alongside someone who needs you, who needs the unique light that only you can provide. What could be more significant than knowing your existence fulfills a purpose far grander than yourself? Reflect on these signs and open your heart. So now, as we reflect on these points, consider who has come into your life as a hidden blessing, a quiet answer to your prayers. Look back at those who inspired you to step closer to the goodness you seek. Recognize the role they played in making you a better person. Equally importantly, take a moment to self-reflect. Who have you been for others? Were you a source of light, bringing them closer to guidance? Or were you perhaps a distraction? The journey of self-awareness is a continuous one. Remember, if you've been a beacon for someone else, even in subtle ways, rejoice in that role. You are part of a beautiful tapestry woven by Allah, where each thread is essential. Let's commit to engaging more deeply with our experiences, acknowledging those individuals who have influenced us positively. Recognize the hidden blessings that Allah has surrounded you with, whether in the form of people or the evolving version of yourself that He is shaping. Now, take a moment. Let's create a wave of positivity together. Comment, I love Allah below to spread this message, fostering our beautiful community rooted in remembrance and gratitude. Let's connect and grow as we collectively recognize the blessings around us and within us. May your heart always remain open to the hidden blessings in your life. And may you continue to recognize the people who bring you closer to Allah.